Hey guys, Caleb here, your Monday host for Transverse. And this week we're going to be talking about transition processes, or the transition process. Um, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into that. Transitioning starts when you decide that, you are the opposite gender. So that's really where the transition starts, because it takes time to get used to being called he and by a new name. And there's a fly around here. I'm so sorry that I keep doing waving my hands around. Um, let's see, but as far as physical transition, I started out by getting testosterone, and so what I had to do for that is I went and saw a gender therapist. He's like a specialist. He specializes in that's mostly what he sees is people that are trans. And he's written several letters, so he knew what he was doing. It actually took me a little longer to get my T letter because I was just really nervous about transitioning and like my family, you know, knowing, but I don't know. I was just nervous. So it took me a little longer, but once I got the referral, I set up an appointment to go see the endo that I was referred to, and basically when I saw her that first visit, it was like it was a long, long visit because I had to be educated on everything that testosterone could possibly do to me. I had to initial everything and like sign forms that says like understand that this is irreversible and stuff like that. And then I was taught how to do a self injection into my thigh. I didn't get to actually do it, like a real injection, until about 2 weeks later when a Strohecker sent me my testosterone. I went through them because I didn't have insurance. Um, it's only like $65 for testosterone from Stroheckers, so you should definitely look them up if you're gonna be going on T. And then yeah, uh, all the changes from T that you guys probably already know of happened. And then I ended up getting. I actually had a histo before top surgery, so I had a hysterectomy because I was switched to the gel testosterone and it wasn't enough. So like I didn't have enough testosterone in my body, so it made the estrogen start coming back, and it created a cyst. Um, and it was pretty painful. It wasn't that big, but it was really painful. Um, I saw my endo, and she suggested that it be taken out as soon as possible. And she called me and said that it could be taken, or like when she found out what it was, that it was a cyst, she called me, said it needed to be taken out, and asked if I wanted to have a sex change operation uh, while they're doing the cyst. So I was like, yeah, sure, take my stuff out. So like they asked me like several times if I wanted to do it. I had to sign like consent forms and everything, like sterilization forms, like saying yes, you can do this. Um, let's see. I also had to check with my insurance because you need different insurances. You need different letters. In New York State, your insurance has to cover the surgery now. That's just how it is. I don't know about any other states though. Sorry, guys. Um, I just had my I had I had my regular therapist and my specialist therapist write letters for that one. And then pretty much you just have to, after you get like the letters and all that, you just have to go through all the medical stuff, like getting blood tests and all that, and recovering from a hysterectomy that hurts for, and like you have to stay in the hospital for 24 hours and you can't stand for 6 hours, and it's rough. But then there is top surgery, which I have recently got. Can't see. Yeah, recently is within the past year I've gotten it. I got it done in January. Let's see. So what I did was I actually asked my endo for a referral to a plastic surgeon, and she referred me to Dr. Thomas Huntsman in Cooperstown. Once again, I had to check with my insurance, and this time I only needed one therapist referral or letter and a referral from a doctor. So I just used my regular therapist. She found the template, and it was good. And like the only rough thing I had with top surgery, really, with the whole process was actually getting a top surgery date, because they were booking like 6 months out, but then they said that the doctor was going to be getting more surgery time in the hospital, so I waited, and they still wanted to book like 2 months out, but my insurance was going to be changing, so I would have had to get new letters, and I would have had to get an additional psychiatrist letter for what I was going on. So I didn't want to do that. I kept calling and calling, and finally the nurse was like, you know what, there was a cancellation. Do you want this? And I was really happy. Let's see. The worst thing about top surgery would be after you've been laying down and then standing up, your whole chest just fucking hurts. Like, I don't know. It's nuts. But, that's what I went through for transitioning. I would say for myself, I'm fully transitioned. And that's just, yeah, that's what I went through. So, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave it on the video. Alright, and I will see you guys next week.